Friday, December 15th, 2:34 p.m. New York time. Good afternoon. This is a review of my day trade I took, my currency, the euro. I traded bearish against the US dollar. I was very bearish to trade, so I actually added to it. Had an open position, I added 3 times to it, but I closed them all at the same time. So looking here, we're looking at 4 grids on the daily time frame. It's one of my screens I have up because I consider the daily time frame to view that as well, pre-trading and during trading, very important. Looking here on the left, the S&P 500 futures. Since we started last evening, we are still inside candles. That yellow candle, that means we didn't take out the high or low of the prior candle. Indecision. 10-year yield down here, same thing, inside candle. And the US dollar inside candle. The last day of the week, on Friday, the market doesn't know what it wants to do. So it's stuck inside the range. Well, the euro, I looked at it this morning. It took out the high of the prior day, and it was back inside the prior range day and big red. Yeah. So that already showed there's a failure to continue on the follow through, giving me more bearish bias, the euro, and looking more bullish bias, the dollar, even though the dollar has not taken out the high nor the low. This dollar hollow candle is equivalent to a green candle. This red, yeah. So let's take it to the intraday. The 15-minute charts. Here we have the S&P 500 futures. Here we have the US dollar. Bottom here, the Nasdaq 100. And the bottom right here, the euro. So I'm looking at this, my screen, on another screen. We've seen what happened overnight. We had the S&P 500 futures. The green box is Asian session. Purple box is the London session. So the S&P 500, same with the Nasdaq 100. From the Asian session, London session, did make higher highs, higher lows. Yep. And then the dollar, the S&P 500 futures here, before 7 o'clock a.m. New York, had this blue off top. Yep, it tanked. Where the Nasdaq, more of a consolidation. A lot of whipsaw here because it's the 8:30 economic news. But you can see, again, S&P 500 was trending down. Nasdaq 100 went there. So I'm seeing this too, that if the dollar is stronger, typically we have these equities sell off. Oh, look at here in the dollar. Same thing. Asian session, London session was higher high. And then you had most of this session before the New York opened at 9:30. Most of this dollar session was inside this range here. Thinking, okay, so inside candle. But again, if it pops up, and I was bullish, thinking it's going to pop up, which it ended up doing that, higher high. And look, the equity markets, specifically S&P 500, much more trending down. And then the euro, inverse from the S&P 5, the euro inverse from the US dollar. Yep. So let's take this to where my trades were. First, I want to open this to a single chart, single grid. This is, again, the euro. Load up my drawing. So there's a white horizontal line. It was in sight. That was the opening overnight. This yellow dotted line, that was the high of overnight. And this gray horizontal line was the higher prior yesterday. Coming here at 7 o'clock a.m., added my drawings, midpoints. And you see this big tank dump. This was the economic news at 8:30. You're already sold off, but I was already bearish here, but I didn't take any trades. And as we sold off here, didn't low of the day. Well, here, see all this 15-minute candles? Rejection, rejection, rejection of this midpoint and down here. I traded on the 1 minute. I'm just showing you a 15-minute so you can see also how this puts in perspective what was going on here. Even though I was trading on the 1 minute, we had a huge consolidation here, but a lot of price action. And then the dump for the 1 hour low. Well, I want to show you the dollar too. What I was seeing here on the this big move here. I was thinking, okay, this retracement down here, which this was, and this consolidation here, I'm looking for it to go back up and retest this. It did go up, retest that, and went even higher, like a cup and handle almost pattern. So here it was giving me more confidence when I saw this accumulating here. I'll show you here on the 15-minute euro so you can see the perspective. I'll zoom in. So again, big impulse move up on the economic news, strong dollar, and dumping the equity markets. Give me more bullish bias to start trading the euro long. I mean, the euro short. So when I saw this retracement here, consolidation, look how it was forming here. Yeah, the inverse, very bearish. Let me put this on the here. I also want to show you this on the 1 hour because I had a target price picked out on the downside. I was looking at the 1 hour for 2 days. So this big green candle, I drew this purple line under. And you can see that was the place, it says right here, target. So when I was looking at this on the 4 hour, I drew that low. And then when I zoomed in on the 1 hour, I think, yep, that big candle, big impulse move up. Good chance we're going to retest that. And we did. We retested it and I closed my trade on the target. Yeah, it went lower after I closed my short, left money on the table for someone else. And now maybe it's going to reverse. So we'll put this on the 1 minute. Now we'll look at the 1 minute candles. Zoom in. So my first short I took at 931. The price was up 1.0959 right here. 942, I took another short, 1.0960. So this second short I got filled at a higher price than here. And then my third short I did down here at 10.05. That was filled at 109.54. Yep. So all pretty similar in the area it got filled. Yeah, took some heat. You can see a lot of whipsaw on there. And I want to show that on a 5 minute. Then we'll go back to the minute so you can see the oops. Now we're looking at the 5 minute for 1 day. So you can just see again, even though there was a lot of whipsaw on here, I had my stop at this high here, which is easier to see on the 5 minute than 1 minute. Because again, here, look at this. This big 5 minute impulse move down, followed by another impulse move down. Well, if you notice, before I took my short here, you notice this wick on top of this red candle here. We went up, retested it, rejected it twice. See these green and yellow candle, rejected it, showing me there were sellers up there. There were not new buyers to continue the momentum up. So I felt pretty confident to use my stop here and take shorts on the breakdowns. Got it? I'll even circle that so you can see the, let's just do a gray box. Or I'll highlight this here, put it on the 1 minute. There we go. So you could familiar with put this back here. Oops. Let's fix that. Okay, there we go. Those two are highlighted and we put on 1 minute now. Excuse me. Change this to 1 minute. Keep it on 1 day. There we go. Zoom in. Give you perspective again. This is 1 minute. You saw, but for the 5 minutes where it showed real clear, there was rejection. So having multiple screens or multiple grids gave me confidence again to use that as a stop. So all this shorts, yeah, even though I went short on the breaks, every time these retracements were filling, we're rejecting again. This high, couldn't take it out here, couldn't take it out here, couldn't take it out here. Just give me more confidence to want to go trade shorts. And again, when I traded these shorts, no, the momentum didn't go down. I knew this was going to be one of those trades. It's going to sit in for a while, and then it's going to break at some point today, of course. So here's where I got out. Again, this low right here, that purple, was that big impulse candle I mentioned. Sorry, this one was. Let's put this back on the it's on the hourly. Apologize. So we're looking at the 1 hour. So here, right there, that was the one. That was my target down there. And this one here, this target here was made off the 4 hour candle. This one was made off the 1 hour candle. Put it back on 1 minute. Almost done. And you can see now. Yep. So we broke below here. That was that low in the 1 hour candle, but I was still in. And then when we got closer down here, I decided just to close the trade here. Yep. So as I closed it here, thank goodness it went around back up and then to make lower lows. But again, seeing this consolidation here and already in the afternoon, I was thinking, okay, I need to close this because the morning session is done and things could go 180 against you in the afternoon. So, yep, not a problem. Left some money on the table for some other people here. Maybe we'll even go lower more. But again, I'm glad I had a trade, made a nice profit. I think it was 19 ticks. 19 ticks. And 3 contracts. Happy camper. Oh, sorry, 3 different times I entered for my lots. And yes, these second trades were smaller position sizes. So all of them got closed out here. And my first position was the big position. And then the second one and third one were much more smaller lot sizes. I wasn't going to add a lot more contracts off my first, no, but it worked out good. Thank you as always for spending just a little bit of your time with me. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching.